My closet is such a mess right now, but I'm not gonna deal with that. I am trying to lessen the amount of clothes that I have, but honestly, these clothes are like half my clothes, half that stuff that I'm selling at Poshmark. But either way, I need to organize this. Hi there, it's Marianne. Welcome to My Wasteless Life. So today is going to be something a little bit different. I'm doing a plant care vlog. So this week, weather is going to be a bit crazy. Last night it hit 55 degrees and I didn't know about it, so I had to bring in all of my plants from the outside, which is kind of a lot. And now they're all stuck inside and now I have to bring them outside. Well, I'm trying to bring I don't think I can bring them all outside because it's only going to be like 70 degrees for 3 hours today. So I don't think it's worth doing all that work bringing them outside and then bringing them back in again tonight, but they're not used to the indoors yet. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm just going to crack open the windows and hopefully that would help the plants that I can still move outside. I will definitely move outside, but for some of them I'm going to start bringing them back up in my room and different places around the house, because for the rest of the week it's going to be really cold. Like, we're still gonna get a couple days that is like in the mid 70s, I think, on Wednesday and Thursday, but by the time the weekend hits, like when you're probably watching this, we're gonna have like 40-degree nights. So should have started acclimating my plants earlier on, but I didn't think fall would come so soon because it's only it's not even September 21st yet. So that's kind of crazy. So yeah, so if you haven't started acclimating your plants, you should really start now. I know in some parts of the country they're still experiencing heat wave, which is crazy, and to everyone in California, Oregon, Washington, and anywhere that's affected by the wildfires, I hope you are all doing okay. I hope you are staying safe, and hopefully you're getting all the help that you need. And yeah, so I know it's kind of crazy right now. That's why I kind of like also want this vlog to be a little bit chill, just do a plant care vlog and also kind of apply the things that I shared with you in the 5 things plant parents must do right now to ready their plants for the fall. So this is kind of like the application of all those tips that I mentioned, I guess. I mean, as much as I can. I don't think I'm going to be repotting, but maybe I will, because I do have some LECA that I need to store, some plants that I probably need to flush, and outdoor plants that I probably should start repotting. But we'll see how much we can get done today. But yeah, so you've seen me clean my room already, so that's a start. I have some plants that I need to bring back up the plant shelf because I watered them. I haven't brought them back, and like I said, some of the plants that I have downstairs and outside that I can bring up here are probably going to start bringing back up now. So let's go ahead and do that. So right now I'm here at our deck. It's a little bit chilly here, so I don't think I can bring out all the plants that I want to bring out, but like here you can see like all the herbs are back out here, and I'm probably going to bring in I'm going to bring out some plants that I brought in last night, and let's go from there. So I pretty much brought out all the plants that I brought in the night before. I was doing a little bit of show and tell, but I didn't realize the camera was set on time lapse, not in video. So, but yeah, so pretty much all the plants I just brought out. My aloe vera has grown so much, and my mango tree is now taller than me. I grew that from seed last year. And this is me hauling my tomatophyllum, bananophyllum, all the way up from the basement. Okay, so I brought out some of the plants that I brought in last night. I was able to bring out pretty much a lot of them, and I brought some up at the deck because it gets a little bit more sun than in the patio, the ones that I had in the basement. And there's a couple more plants that I need to bring up in my room, but these are the ones that I am bringing up here, which is not a lot, not as much as I thought it would be. But yeah, so let's go and put them on the plant shelf. Yeah, so this one I am putting here. So this one are just 3 plants that I'm bringing in. My Cebu Blue, my Manjula, and this juvenile Monstera deliciosa. This Monstera deliciosa is a propagation of my bigger one. The Cebu Blue, this one definitely I need to start acclimating inside or keeping inside more because this is very temperamental when it comes to weather change. I think I've mentioned it before that this is one of my most finicky pothos. So this one I probably need to pay attention to when it comes to the transition because I'm pretty sure this is the one that's going to act up the most. So I'm probably going to try keeping it a lot more inside so it doesn't suffer the fluctuation of like drop in temperature and then high temperatures again because we're going to experience that a lot as we transition into the fall and winter. So this one is probably going to stay inside a lot more from now on. And this one is my Manjula Pothos, my OG one. If you follow me on Instagram, you know the smaller one that I had, I traded for a Syndapsis Jade Satin, which is currently propagating down there, the one in the cloche. So this one is going to go up in this hole, and this one over here, I'm going to put it back to the window. Not perfect, but good enough. I like the old setup better, but since the plant shelf is also by the window, I can't put it back the way I did. I probably can, but I'm too lazy right now. So now I'm gonna have to flush some of the LECA plants that I have. I haven't really flushed them in a while, so this Monstera Sultipicana here, definitely. I'm just gonna take it down, but you can see how long the vines have grown already. And then also this golden pothos. Because I haven't flushed my plants in like in a while, I'm doing a bit of an extra work. I'm actually repotting them all together. And I also want to check the roots because I have been experiencing root rot a lot with LECA. Not exactly sure what I'm doing wrong, but as you can see here, I washed the LECA, washed the pot, and now repotting it. Make sure you have strainers if you're doing this in your sink because you don't want this to get in your plumbing. The water that I'm using this time has Super Thrive in it, so before I wasn't exactly using nutrient water because I figured it's just pothos, but now I added Super Thrive in the water. And with the Monstera Sultipicana, it's the same thing, but you can see the roots are actually growing out of the pot already, which is a good sign. This one didn't suffer root rot after the initial one, so that's good, but I still trimmed off the roots and I gave it a new pot. And this is a clear one, so next time hopefully I'll be more on top of my flushing and I don't have to take it out of the pot, but because the pot is transparent I can see through and check on the root growth without having to repot the entire thing altogether. Next is the Singonium White Splash. This one is the only plant that I got from Thailand that transitioned well to LECA. Alright, so these are the 3 plants that I had to do a flush day today. The Golden Pothos, the Syngonium White Splash, and the Monstera Sultipicana. And this one, I actually just recently transferred this to LECA, but I need to flush this today because look, like there's white molds there, so I don't know what that is. So I am going to flush it. So I replaced the LECA that it was in. So whatever was that white thingy on top of the LECA, I wash it off, and I think this is actually fresh LECA. This is a different LECA than what it originally had. And this is my Syndapsis pictus that I had growing outside that has reverted a little bit. As you can see, like these leaves have little to no silver variegation, which honestly I like. So I'm hoping it produces more leaves like that instead of like this one. And my Monstera adansonii, I also had this outside. This is the wide leaf form. I separated it from the narrow leaf form, and this one I converted into like the narrow leaf form. I repotted and it's now hanging in the powder room along with the Monstera Sultipicana that I also had outside that I also just repotted, and it's also now in that powder room. So I'm tired and I think I pretty much did everything I have to do for now. I put out the plants that I need to put out, already put some in my room, and also flushed my plants that are in LECA. Depending on how long this video is, I might end it here. If not, I might add some footage of me bring it back in when the weather is like really cold, but I think it's just gonna be repetitive. Yeah, so just acclimate your plants now that we're transitioning from summer to fall. Ideally, you want to bring them in a couple hours a day, and then you just add more hours each day. But with the weather being unpredictable, and let's face it, it's too much work, what I normally do is I'll just bring them in for the night, bring them back out during the day. Normally, it doesn't give them a lot of shock. They adjust pretty well until they come to the point that they are okay with being back indoors. And of course, as you transition plants indoors, make sure that they're pest free, and there are many ways that you could do that. A is repotting, like I mentioned in my previous video, and also doing a hydrogen peroxide rinse. And also, even if you're not gonna repot, just change the topsoil, because even though it's not fungus gnat season right now, they might have laid eggs there that are gonna pop come next spring. So even if you're not gonna repot, change the topsoil. And when you bring them in for the night, just isolate them from the rest of your plants, and until you're sure that they're like pest free and everything, or you have repotted them, then you can mix it in with your other plants. But yeah, so that's it for this video. I hope you like this little vlog that I did, and yeah, if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. And if you're new here, I hope you subscribe. I come up with houseplants and sustainable lifestyle videos every week, and if you haven't yet, go check out these videos up here. Until my next one, but until then, I see you, I appreciate you. Take care of yourself and each other, and have a plentiful day. Bye.